Hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this month's edition of Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, where on the last Wednesday of every month, a whole lot of us get together, get onto our Pinterest boards, choose a pin and use it as inspiration for a project. And it is so much fun. Crystal from Pineapple Papers actually started this. If you recall, last July, she did an entire month and a few of us joined in here and there. And it was so much fun that we decided to make it a monthly affair. And I think this month might just be my favorite. I don't know. I had so much fun. I was just looking around on Pinterest, trying to, and I have a little bit, I love doors, and I have a Pinterest board that's doors. And so Pinterest, of course, sends me emails every once in a while with a bunch of doors. And I came across this awesome and fun pin. So this is what I used as my inspiration. And not only did I use it as my inspiration, but I actually printed it on cardstock, fussy cut bits out, and used it on my project. Now, obviously, if this was, look at this. I just love it, isn't it? Isn't this just adorable and so much fun? Now, I will say this, of course, if I were doing this project for, like a design team or, a creative team or to make some money out of, like, if I was monetizing or something like this, then I would not have printed this in cardstock to use it. But this is going into a personal album. It's been done for personal purposes, so I did it. And there you go. And this is what I came up with. So this was so much fun to do. I prepared this layout for one of the youngins at the office, who is godmother and auntie to this little cutie who just turned 1. And I've been doing layouts every once in a while for the staff members at the office and the team members there. I'm going to convert them into scrapbookers one of these days. But I've been amazed at the support and how much they love the layout. So when I make them the first layout, I get them a shadow box, and then I do layouts every once in a while that they can switch out. So I got my Vicky Bouton's foundation paper out, cut it down to 11.5 by 11.5, mounted it on this pattern paper from Stampin' Up! That was in my stash. It's from an older designer series paper stack that I've had for a little while. And then I started the background with just some of the packaging technique. It's just easy and it looks fun and it gave just the perfect backdrop. So I used 3 different mists. I used the 4-leaf clover from, it's a spritz from Shimmers. So you can see that sort of lovely emeraldy green, and it matches the balloon quite well. I used No Yoking, it's a colorins, and so you can see that come through. And then when it gets paired a little bit with the green or with the teal that's coming up, you're going to see it takes on a little bit of a limey color. So it almost looks as if there's a degradation, or not degradation, an ombre effect of the green, but that is with the yellow. And then finally, I got some Heidi Swap out in teal. And so I just put that on my background everywhere. And then now I knew I wanted to do something like this. I wasn't quite sure. So what I did is I took some scraps that I had on my desk, bits of pattern paper, and I got some punches out as well as fussy cutting bits out of this. So I got my punches out. I have this punch from Stampin' Up!, which is just triangle and then a scallop triangle. And then I have this fun balloon punch, which Christy made me think of with her current ABC challenge, which is boys, balloons, and butterflies. So I got this punch out, and I just did a whole bunch of punching, and then I decided to see how I would sort this all out. I also took a 1 inch and a 3/4 inch circle punch out. And so at the first I just did the punching, and I put all of those aside and started with my photo here in the middle. And I did a few layers. I love layering, as you know, and if you watch my channel often, you will see that I generally do some layering and matting with my photos. So I did here with just, you know, a part from this pattern paper, the green that's here, a little bit of yellow, and sort of a lovely turquoisey blue, which is from a Vicky Bouton collection, I think, that has just a touch of that little green in it. So I got that done, and then I mounted the whole thing on a wider, I don't know whether you can see that, vellum mat, so that you could still see the background through it, but that I would have an area to tuck things in and have a little bit of shadow. So quite a wide mat here of just vellum. And then I mounted all of this on foam, and I put my picture down. So that was the first thing. And then I set to arranging all of these punched pieces, you know, putting the colors that went well together, and just getting some little embellishments done. This I thought was kind of cute. And my circle here is on pop dots. I fussy cut some of these out. And then I went to just setting up where, doing a little bit of a puzzle as to where I would put all of these fun cut out shapes, and using this always as my guide. So you see here I have like the sort of turquoisey blue and the red, so I mimicked this kind of thing here. I actually cut these two shapes out, and they are mounted on pop dots here. I had this in my stash. It was from Vicky Bouton, and I thought that was just perfect for this. I am one, and look at that little face. So find me where the wild things are. I thought that was perfect. I popped a little yellow cloud behind it because I thought that was cute, and I just thought that was cute. And then I had this little piece as well. I think this is from the Paige Evans Whimsical collection. I put that down. And then, as I always do, I put the larger pieces down, and then I started filling in with the circles and smaller pieces, and just some rectangular pieces here where I had a few little holes. I got some fun thickers out, these green sparkly ones, these yellow glittery ones, and I just put, so I don't know that there's an actual title to this page. These could be seen as title words or journaling words. This could be the title, but anyway, I put cake, number 1, he is 1, I am 1, number 1 at 1, and then fun. So I got those words down, and then, now this I'm quite proud of, and I may have spoken about this in last week's Freeze Friday. I have, if you recall, I did a quick little live video a few months ago where I reorganized a shelf in my scrap space. And I put, you know, buttons in a bowl, and my washi in a bowl, and all my gorgeous sequins in a bowl. And I had these items there. I guess they're acrylic. They are so old. They were from a local company back in the day called Harmonie, which was here, actually very local to me. I think it was in Laval. And so this is the early 2000s, maybe 2006, 2007, but they had these fun little acrylic tiles, which I guess are the predecessor kind of to enamel dots maybe, and in all sorts of different colors. And of course I had to buy them all and use them maybe for a couple of months or maybe a year or whatever. And then of course they sat there. So since I've had them in a bowl now, I've been going to them a little bit more to use up my stash. I'm quite proud. So I've got quite a few of them used up here. So you see, I sort of, this here was cut out from here and it's got the two little circles, but then I just took one of the basic elements from this side and I sort of mimicked that, but with the square tiles. Put some to look more like a diamond pattern kind of thing, or lozenge, I guess you would call it. Pattern here, here, and here in colors that match. Filled in my little nooks and crannies where I had some holes that needed filling in. Put a couple of little glittery stars. And there you have it. I love this layout. I find it's fun, it's whimsical, it's perfect for this fun little photo, and I hope my lovely little friend Julia loves it. I sent her just a little bit of a sneak, and she seemed to think it was cool. So by the time this goes up, I should have given it to her so that this can go up, and I can also be posting it on Instagram. So there you go. This is this month's Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. I will have the links down below to mostly the channels, to all the ladies participating. Maybe there will be some videos, but mostly the channels. So tell me, you've been following along with our series. If you also use your pins, please tag us on Facebook. Use the hashtag OTBWPP, Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. On Instagram, link us to your videos. Follow the links below, and we will see you on the last Wednesday of February for another pin-inspired layout. Have fun. Talk to you soon. Tell me what you've done with your pins lately. See you soon. Bye.